What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cut the Bullshit, episode 17, and our second one on YouTube. I'm very excited for this conversation that we're about to have. Today's topic is something that I really love talking about, especially since this is like a saying that everyone says now. It's something going around and everyone's trying to be a certain way, not because of the saying, but we're just human. I want to talk about keeping it P, keeping it player, being the big dog, being a gangsta, whatever you want to call it, a thug, whatever y'all call it. It don't matter, but it's just about keeping it player, keeping it real. So everything that defines, everything that means from a woman's standing point, from a male standing point, how it's changed over time. That's the craziest thing to me, is that it has changed over time. Like what this means generationally is completely different, If you go and talk to someone, it's all about mindset. It's all about maturity, But if you even go and talk to someone from a completely different generation, I'm 20. If I talk to someone who's like 45, I'd be like, what's keeping it player like then, back then? The one thing that hasn't changed is honesty, being honest, being real, keeping it real with everyone else in the room, but also keeping it real with yourself. That's the most important thing. You can go around keeping it real and I can, talk my shit to you and tell you da-da-da-da, this and that, but when the doors are closed, I'm not keeping it real with myself, I'm pushing myself back from opportunities that, because I'm living out of fear, I'm not being real with myself and opening my mind to certain things, And even about open honesty, it's just, or open-mindedness, it's about open honesty. Like, you may be a little closed-minded, but be real. If you don't know something, you don't know something. If you want to learn something, you want to learn something. If you're scared and you're afraid to do something, admit that shit to yourself. Because also keeping it player, I think, is taking risks. Like, you gotta be a straight G if you can just get up one day and be like, I don't know if this is gonna work out. I don't know if it's gonna go my way. I don't know if it's gonna go south, north, west, east. I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm gonna wake up today and I'm gonna go and get it. I'm not gonna sit around and wait for life to come to me. That to me is keeping it player, because no matter what life throws at you, you're going to keep going. And that has so much to do with being honest with yourself. Because from the beginning, if you're not honest with yourself, you start to not recognize how much work you put in, You start not to see all the enjoyments in life and the enjoyment that you bring around in a room. And that's also keeping it player. There's so much more to this. Everyone thinks it's about, how many women you got, how many, hoes you have, or how heartless you are and how you don't let people get to you. This whole I don't give a fuck attitude. That is not keeping it player. I'm sorry. But if you look at people and you're like, damn, like they're a real P, they really keep it real. Like they're a bigger person, They don't walk around, like they got to stick up their ass. Like they're just going to sit there and talk to everybody however the hell they want. No, you got to earn respect and you got to give respect, And like nowadays, everyone just thinks that that's just bullying their way through a room. That's not what it is. That's just bullying your way through a room. There ain't no P in bully. There's nothing about it. And that's just what people do today and age, is they bully their way through because they don't know how to actually do this shit. They don't know how to have a conversation. They don't know how to sit down and, someone tell them and critique them. If you can sit in the face of a critic and take criticism, you can take anything that someone says to you, like, for example, one of my jobs, right? I had a tough job working as a waitress at a club, and it was tough. Like, it was a lot of work. There wasn't that many waitresses, and our money, we split the money with the club, we got tips and everything like that. And all of these other girls like ready to quit because a manager wanted to get, gave them a little test, put them in their place. And they don't like that stuff, and they're all like, oh, I want to quit. I can't do this. Like, how does that make any sense to you? Someone makes it tough on you, so you give up. I don't know, like, what the word is in the streets, but it's not like that. It's never been like that. It's never been, you walk into a situation, someone's going off on you, da-da-da-da, you need to fix this, do this right, da-da-da-da, and you walk away and quit. You can't do that. You got to stand in the face of that person and be like, all right, prove your point, prove yourself, and not for them, but for you. A lot of people walk around proving something to somebody else, but what are you proving to yourself at the end of the day? When you go and you look at that mirror and you sit down, what do you see? Do you see someone and you're like, damn, you know what? Like, I went out there today, I gave it my all, I gave everything, I kept it real with myself, I kept it real with everybody else, I was true to me, I didn't let nothing switch up my morals, nothing switch up my mindset. None of that happened, I kept it player with myself. Or do you see someone and you're like, damn, like, I was so scared to do that today. And I could have spoke up, I could have put myself in a better position. I could have been honest with myself, someone asks you a question and you don't want to keep it real with them. You rather sugarcoat it and be like, nah, that's not it. That's even like learning things. People do that all the time because they feel like they're being undermined. They feel like, oh, you're disrespecting me because I don't know something, so I'm going to say that I know it even though I don't. Admit when you're wrong. Admit when you don't know something. That's some player shit because you learn everything. A player knows the whole game all the way through. There's no questions about it. You don't miss a beat. You don't miss a moment, you know? Someone shoots an opportunity to you, you got to be able to say yes or no. And you can't sit there and be like, I don't know. No, yes or no. What's your answer? Straight up, no sugarcoating. Not, well, I think it's a good idea. Like, no, straight up, I don't believe in this. I don't think that I think I'm better than this. I think I can do more than this, And honesty is everything, even if it hurts people. I've stood in the face of people, that I have said that I love. I've stood in the face of people that I have said, like, I've enjoyed company with you and everything. And I've had to walk away from them. And I said, like, I'm going to keep it real with you. I can sit here and do what everyone else does, and everyone else goes through these toxic relationships, these toxic friendships, just because, like, you don't want to speak up and say what you want, and you don't want to say what's wrong and what's right, what you deserve, because you don't have that in you. It's not in you. It's not on you. It's in you. This shit is in you to know, to be honest and not have to be taught that. If you got to be taught and someone's got to stand in the face with you and say, like, be honest, stop your lying, like your whole life, if you went through like capping every moment, you're just lying out your ass, saying stuff that isn't true, everything like that. You gotta, that shit is just, it's not on you, it's in you. Like I said, that basic is that. You gotta learn to just roll with the punches and be honest with yourself and go with the flow. So there's so many times that I've had to stand in the face of people and be like, I don't love you the same that I did yesterday. I don't want to be this way, and it breaks their heart, and they can hate me. But that just proves the type of person that I am, If I can stand in the face of them, and that proves the type of person they are. If I stand in the face of someone, I'm being at 100% honest with them. Their instant response back should be, thank you for being honest. You don't even have to thank me for being honest. It's just what you do if you can keep it P, if you can keep it player, if you can be who you are and stay to your morals as a person and be honest with yourself. Everything that you can do is unimaginable. I have literally had to walk away from relationships, from friendships, from family, and I've had to be like, look, I love you and I care for you and everything that's going on, but I'm going to be 100% with you. I don't feel the same, and I don't feel like this is a connection that I need further in my life. I don't feel like this is a bond that I need to keep. This is a breakable bond, and this may be people that you thought you would spend the rest of your life with, but you were honest with them. And they can stand in your face and say, I hate you, I don't want nothing to do with you. That just proves their mindset. Because at the end of the day, you kept it player. You always benefited them. You always did the right thing, everything. Like I said, it's not all about having hoes. If you do that and you're dishonest with your partner, whatever, cool. You can do that. If you have hoes and they know, that's still keeping it, like they know, That's not even what I'm trying to talk about. I don't want y'all to get confused with what keeping it player is, because that's not the type of person I am. Keeping it player isn't going out and cheating on your person whenever, like, something happens. I hope you know that. Mad or not. Keeping it player is, mad or not, staying loyal and staying down. Especially for the come up. During the hard days. On the days that you don't want to are the days that you grow. The days that you don't want to have that conversation. The day that you don't want to get up. The days that you maybe don't want to battle with this person for something that's so enjoyable. But the come up is what's fantastic. So keeping it player is, you're falling out of love with somebody, be honest. If you're attracted to somebody else, be honest. Sex life boring? Be honest. It's not keeping it, oh, well, they don't want to give me this proper type of attention, and they don't want to give me this and that, but I'm not mentioning it to them, and I'm not saying anything because I can't keep it player enough to be honest with myself that this isn't what I like to see in a relationship. So I'm going to go out and cheat. Even though I specifically talked to this partner and said that that's not what we're doing. I'm loyal. But they're not treating me right. So it's only right. That's not keeping it P. That is probably no, that is the complete opposite of keeping it P. Like, that is, no, don't do that. Just be honest with yourself. If you're not happy, admit that to yourself. And it takes a lot. It does, because no one wants to admit that they're not happy. No one wants to admit that they're not in the place where they want to be in life. Even if that place may be right around the corner, you may be a split second away from touching that goal that you want to touch, but that split second, you're just self-doubt. You're thinking, oh, I'm scared, I'm terrified, and you can either keep pushing and take that fat risk. And sometimes that defines everything to keeping a player. Besides honesty, taking risks. You have to be able to take risks for yourself. You have to be able to point out to yourself and be like, look, this is either an opportunity that I'm going to take it and I'm going to run with it. And I'm going to do everything that I can with it. Or I'm going to sit on the sidelines and watch everybody go up. You know, like one thing too about keeping a player is always the people in your circle, always keeping it real with them. You know, if you're on the come up and you don't switch up on them, nobody likes that. No one likes someone who switches up whenever they start touching money. That is not the business, you know. But you're also putting your homies on game. You know, you're putting your homegirls, your girlfriends, your whatever, your partners, everything like that. You're putting them on game. And you know, you're like, look, and it's like people who are loyal to you. And even if those people fuck up and those people are out of your lives, those people do something that you don't like, or they stab you in the back, at the end of the day, who is true? Who's true to themselves? Who is true to them? Who is real? And that's what matters. They can go around and talk. The streets will talk. Everyone will talk. The internet talks. I can't name how many times I've been subbed on a story. Do I sit there and message those people? Do I sit there and cause a problem? Do I sit there and go sub on my story? No, I sit there and I'm like, all right, keep talking. Y'all don't think I get talked about with this industry that I'm in? Y'all don't think I stand in the face of people who will smile at me, but behind my back are talking mess, trying to say I'm this, I sell my body, I'm a disgrace, I do all of these things. You don't think I know that? But at the end of the day, I'm so much of a P, no one's gonna step to me. And that's exactly how it is. You know, no one's gonna come up to me in the street and be like, oh, I have a problem with you, you know? And they can, and we can talk about it. It'll never get violent. It'll never get violent. That's not stuff that I go straight to. I don't believe in that, you know? It can if it will, but it's not about that. It's about a straight up conversation. And that shows you who big dogs are in a room, you know? Because me, if I have a problem, we can discuss it. Like human beings. We can sit down and I'll be like, hey, you know, whether you were talking or I heard you say this, you know, and I got enough respect to come up to you and I just want to know what's the problem, you know? It doesn't have to be on, I'll beat your ass, I'll do this, I'll do that. No. What's your problem? We can talk about it like human beings. If you want to get mouthy and you want to get loud, that's on you. But me, as a bigger person, as a big dog, as a P, I know my place, I know my worth, and I know at the end of the day, I'm the one who gets up out of my bed. I'm the one who pays my bills. I'm the one who makes my money, and I'm the one that's true to myself. And no matter what nobody says about me or anything, I'm never gonna change. I'm never gonna switch up on my morals. I'm never gonna stop believing in myself. I'm never gonna stand in the face of somebody else and let them have power over me, all because they tell me, they belittle me in some way. I get called names every single day. I get things said about me every single day. I get so many looks. And that's not just being a beautiful woman. That's just being a woman who you can't trample over. And that's everything. There's different parts of this P shit. A male and a female. Females, we in the game now. I don't know if y'all realize, but it's 2022 and females are taking over everything. We're breaking the internet, and beautiful women are just like in all industries, you know, in the music industries, women are blowing up. It's all for these women rappers. And women artists, female artists, everything. The industries now, whether it be website based or just the regular strip club industry, all of it, it's blowing up now. Women are creating their own businesses. Women now, like the wages, I don't think will ever change. And the like regular everyday to the workforce, never change. Women will always get underpaid by men. But when it comes to a hustle, these women are putting in work, man, and y'all better watch out. The men, I don't know, y'all falling back a little bit, but I will say this, y'all are starting to invest in your woman, and that is real P shit. That will always be real P shit. You don't ever need a partner, and you don't have to have a partner. I talked about platonic relationships, you know, those are very important. And this is why I say platonic relationships are important. This is exactly where it falls in line. Platonic relationship, investing into women nowadays, that's the best thing that you could do. Whether it be a woman business, you know, whether it actually be your woman, you know, she needs help. She's going to school and she can't work a job. Take care of her. Take care of her for 3 years, you know, watch her put that work in. Every day, get her up and tell her like, hey, you know, like, I don't care how hard it is for you as a woman, as a person, as a human being, as a college student, I'll take care of you as long as you put the work in, you know, and there's women who will do that too. And women will. You just have to find the right person, but it's hard. Not everyone keeps it P, and that's where it's changed over generations. You know, I hear all the time, you know, like older like couples, they're like, oh yeah, I met them back in, like I was 15, I was 20. You know, they were young and they stuck it together, but it was because they always said, I kept it honest with them. Always, from the jump. Not one single lie was ever told. If you ever asked, like, if they ever asked me a question, open honesty. everything, the raw cut truth, you know? They ever felt insecure? I gave them the reassurance without asking, on a random day, telling someone like, you know, you're all that I need. You're everything that I need. That has changed over generations. And it used to be so much of women uplifting their men and women taking these burdens on their back and all of the struggle. And it's still like that today. Not everyone's the same. Like I said, not everyone's P. Can't everybody keep it real? But it's just changed. Women are starting to realize our worth now. We're starting to realize like, wow, I mean, really, this is a man's world, but it would be nothing without a woman or a girl. It would be nothing. You wouldn't even be here, let alone would we have the morals that we do, because that comes from women. Because when we stand on something, we stand on it. But it takes a lot for a male, whether platonic or in a relationship or not, to stand behind that woman and push her to be better, to push her to see her true potential, to look at her on top, you know, and them not say, that's all me, I created that. No, that was all her. Did I support it? 100%. Was I there for her from the down? Yes, absolutely. I stayed down for the come up. Because a lot of men will expect that, but they don't give it in return, you know? You go to jail and you're locked up and she's holding down your business. She's holding down everything. She's taking care of everything, putting money on your books, calling you, everything like that. You know, you get out, she's late on her car note, you know? You got it. It's a little bit of a struggle. You hold it over her head. You do this, you do that. That's not how it works anymore. And now women are starting to realize not to put up with that. And I love to see that. So many women are leaving toxic relationships. And that's toxic masculinity caused by society. That is not every person. I'm not going to sit here and say every male is the same. Every man is this, every man is that. No. Some were raised by good mamas and good daddies. Some raised themselves to be better men by example. And some women have too. Some women only think that they can just offer sex. That's not all that's for. No. To be P as a woman, you got to be able to offer more to the table. You know, you better be, if he bringing dinner, you better bring dessert. If he's bringing appetizers, you better bring the full meal. You know, if there's a missing chair, bring it to the table and figure it out. Don't sit there and feel like you need a backbone. I understand relying on masculinity. It's absolutely great to be submissive. It's absolutely wonderful to do that. Don't lose yourself. Never. As a woman, don't lose yourself. You create life. You bring in us. We're a portal. We're literally a portal. And we push out innocent, beautiful things that grow into what we are today. And me as a person, I'm P because I was left to the streets. Not on no game, nothing like that. I was left, I was thrown to the wolves. I had to figure it out on my own. So I learned from everyone else's mistakes. These girls out here, they selling themselves, you know, doing all this stuff. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to value myself a little bit better because that's not what I want to do. You can do that, but that's not what I want to do. From what examples I have seen, it hasn't worked out. Absolutely no judgment. Over here, you know, seeing a father that wasn't exactly there all the time. That's not what I want in a partner. I want someone who won't abandon me, you know. I want someone who is level-headed, you know. Not so hard-headed, open-minded, you know, whatever. Examples of like my mom. I don't want to, you know, there's certain things that she did and that's fine. Mistakes were made. But mistakes are made so that we can teach. Always remember that. If you ever make a mistake, you just taught someone something. Oh, man, I just messed up. I did this. I lost this. I took this fat L. Horrible, horrible. No. Hold on. Take a second. Cool out. Pump the brakes. Grab the reins. Chill. And realize, wow, I just made a mistake. But that means the next person's not going to do the same thing. Whether that be your brother, your sister, your cousin, your children. You know, I messed up in these things in my life. And my life may have not financially went the way that I wanted it to. My life may have not went mentally how I wanted it to. But now I have this child, or you know, now I got a baby brother that I gotta look out for. Now I got a little cousin, you know, whatever that important person is in your life. Or maybe I have a business now and people are looking up to me and I can help them, you know, and I can help people understand. And that's how you keep it P, is you're always honest with people. And when you see people down bad, you want to help. You want to, you know, look at them in the face and be like, look, I was there and I'm gonna help you learn from my mistakes. And I'm not ashamed of it. Admit to your mistakes. Take responsibility. It's a huge thing about being P. It's a huge thing about just being an honest human being. About being big dog. Is you can't fear anything either. You can't fear the outcome of what you may take responsibility for, even if it hurts somebody. Even if you have to stand in the face of somebody and be like, look, I know that this is going to affect you. And I know that it's going to hurt you and you may hate me. You may still love me. You may still want time from me, but I got to do this for myself and for you, but mostly for me. Always do things for yourself. Be selfish. That is one thing some people don't talk about, BMP. You got to be selfish. You got to hurt some people. You got to say no a few times. And it hurts. I don't like saying no. It took me a long time to stand in the face of somebody and say flat out no. It was always, well, no. Just stay in the face. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't want to do that. Well, what if you, no, I'm good. Ah, man, you bunk, you bootsy, don't nobody, you can't ever do something. All right, that's fine. And that's not, you don't fold. It's like peer pressure. Someone's in your face. Here, bro, I know you want this. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. If you say no a million times, then it's got to get to a certain point, but you stood on what you stood on. And people are going to be mad about that. That's why, like, when we're younger and kids are doing all these drugs and stuff and they're in your face and, you're being responsible and you're like, nah, like, I'm good. I don't do that stuff. Oh, you're so lame, bro. You don't know how to do nothing, because they don't got that strength. They can't stand in the face of something and be like, no, bro, I'm not going to do that. Money opportunities. People are like, bro, we can make this much money. Nah, that sounds dumb. That don't sound like a good way. I can make money. Let me spit this to you. I can make, nah, man. Whether it's easy ways, illegal ways, like, everyone's always mad whenever you don't think inside the box. And that's thinking inside the box. Taking peer pressure for somebody else, that's thinking inside the box. Going with everybody else's idea. Ah, man, this stuff, my homie got on this. Let's do it, man. Nah, I'm good. It don't feel right to me. Trust in your gut. Being true to yourself. If you're honest, you'll always be guided in the right way, because yourself will tell you, really, you think that's a good idea? You think that we should do this? Nah, I'm good, man. No matter what, nobody says, man, he's so boots. He didn't even do this. She won't even do that, man. She's so lame. All right. At the end of the day, I stood on what I said, and I'm going to always do that. You can't switch up your morals for nobody. And that's like being in the industry. I can't switch up my morals for anybody. Some girls may be selling themselves short and I may be losing money out on it. Okay, walk up to somebody, you're too expensive. This other girl will do it for this much. And I can sit there and be like, man, I'm just going to lower my prices. Huh? Who do I look like? That's not gonna happen. That's giving up on a hustle, It's hard. It's just like anything, girls get into esthetician. There's so many lash techs, there's so many nails techs, so many like waxers now. Girls still doing it because there's always gonna be the better one. There's always gonna be the best. And some people get into industries and shouldn't even be there. I mean, even in the strip club, some girls will be in there for years, barely making any money, but it's because they set themselves at a certain price and they never saw themselves much higher. They didn't have the strength to stand on what they stand on and find that one person in the room. That's all it takes, is one person. It takes one person. Whether it's in the club industry, one person will spend a band on you. Or whether it's your business, it takes one investor. Everyone turning you down. No. That one person, I like it. I think it's a good idea. And maybe you went through 20,000 freaking investors. Maybe it took you 5 years to finally walk up and be like, look, I have this great business idea. No one's giving me a chance. And they can on the spot be like, absolutely. Sign you a check. How much do you need? Just to get started. Because you don't give up. That's what keeping it P is you're true to yourself. True to your core. If you believe in your heart and soul that you can do something, never give up on that. Not because someone's in your ear, man, that shit's hard. You can't do that. Huh? All right. That's all you got to say. You don't got to argue. That's keeping it P too. You don't got to argue. You don't have to stand in people's face. Nah, bro, I'm going to make it, bro. All right. Keep that same energy. Because the second that you're on top, you're making these millions, you're shaking hands of people that you never thought you would shake hands with. You're taking these vacations and all these people, yo, what's up, man? I always knew. Nah, man. Remember whenever we were in my car? And I was down bad, and I was in that little Honda, right? That little 98, that little 95. And you were sitting there telling me that this didn't have a chance. And now you see me in a foreign, shaking hands with beautiful women, with people who have touched so much money, it's unimaginable. Now you want to talk to me? Man, get out. That's how that should be. And that's keeping it, and never switching on that. Always staying true to yourself and making sure that when those people walk up to you, you don't fold. It's good to see you, man. Even though they turned your back. Nah, bruh. You know what? Good luck. That's it. That's all you gotta say. Because at the end of the day, remember when you're up and remember who didn't help you when you were down. Always remember when other people were eating, you were eating nothing. You didn't even get leftovers. They sat at that table and ate that feast in front of you, and you got the bones. Now you're eating sirloin, filet mignon, crab legs, everything. Burgers with 24 karat gold sprinkles on it. They make them. Okay? You're eating that now. But now everybody wants a bite. Stay true to yourself and hold on to that. And look people in the face who you know, may have doubted you, and just give them hope. You don't have to give them anything more than that and be like, you know what, bro? Good luck. I really hope that you make it. You know, because now maybe they want to start a business. Maybe they want to do something. There's so many times that I have started something and these little followers are behind me doing the same thing. And I could sit there and I could be like, yeah, everybody wants to go with me. No, I know my place. I know what's going on. It's not going to change anything about me. I'm not going to rub that in anybody's face. I'm going to sit here, be true to myself, be honest with myself, know that, okay, I set an example because of the woman that I am, because I stand on 2 feet and they're always planted on the ground. I never let up and I never give up on myself. I'm going to keep walking. I may take a break. I may sit down, but my feet are always going to be on the ground. I'm never going to curl up in a ball and cry about it and complain and think I'm not going to make it because someone doesn't believe in me. One person could believe in me. And it could be someone maybe who I may not even know that well. You know, just some random supporter who has supported me from the beginning. Like, let's think about it. If y'all know me and y'all follow me from Instagram, you have probably only known me since I was 18. I'm about to be 21 years old. Think about that. You guys have watched me grow from fresh 18. I got into this probably September of 2019. I got into the cars, I got into modeling, I got into, you know, my paying attention to my Instagram, actually caring. I was seen. Nobody knows who I am. Half of you don't even know where I'm from. None of you know my government. You know, I'm just your girl Key. That one day popped up at an event, and now I'm here. I was 18 years old. I was young. But from the beginning, I knew that the second that I got into this game, the second that I put myself in the position that I put myself in, I knew that once my 2 feet hit that ground, I was running, sprinting, and I haven't let up. I may take a break. I may sit down for a second. I'll sit down on the ground, but my feet are always gonna be there. I'm never gonna stop chasing. I'm never gonna stop running. I'm never gonna let up. I didn't let up when I was a kid on myself. I'm not gonna let up on myself now. And I'm never gonna give up on the people who believe in me. Always keep it P and always give it back. Always give it back. If someone's supporting you, show love. Always be true to yourself. Even if you're supporting people and they're not supporting you as much, like I said, when that time comes, you know, there's multiple times. You know, I have multiple streams of income that I do. Not a lot of people that I know will throw that out there. But that's also because they're ashamed. And that's okay. They don't want to be my friend because of what other people will think. They don't want to promote my businesses because other people may think differently about this business. They may come to my bio, may come to my Instagram, click on my link and see my bio, and they may think their family members or their friends are like, oh my gosh, she's friends with a woman in the industry? No. Can't support me. But be in my inbox, give me congratulations. They still listen to my stuff. Everything like that. There's going to be different people in your life. But one day, everyone's going to stop being ashamed, because one day, everyone's going to realize you don't care what people say. It's not about not giving a fuck. It's about not caring enough to sit and dwell in it. It's about, people talk all the time. Like I said, she sells her body. She does this on her OnlyFans. She does this on here. I've seen this. Oh, she does it, da-da-da-da. People make up rumors. People who I don't even know say that they've hung out with me. People that I've never seen before have my name in their mouth talking about me. And I can press everybody in a room. I can go to an event and be like, da-da-da-da, this and that. Oh, yeah, you guys are so fake. None of you really support me, da-da-da-da. It don't matter. Because when I touch money, they're going to. That's just how this works. No one wants to be down for the come up. No one wants to watch you start from the beginning. Nobody does. Okay, man, you ain't got nothing going on right now. But now whenever, you see them out at events, or, their business starts blowing up, whether that be food, esthetician, they may do car detailing, they may wrap cars, they may YouTube, whatever. As soon as they're big, man, I always knew you could do it. Oh, look at you, big dog. That's the one thing that everybody says. All right, big money. All right, he got money now, she got money now. Hey, man, let me hold a couple, ha, 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 ha. That's when they start joking with you. That's when they start having fun with you. Hey, man, I'm trying to go to the club. Well, you didn't ask me to go to the club a couple years ago. Like I said, remember that 96 Honda? Man, we were sitting in there. I used to make fun of that. Now we driving foreigns. Now I got a Hellcat. Now I live in a multi-million-dollar home. Now I have streams of income to where I can retire and support maybe even up to 3 children. But now you want to go to the club. Now you want to have fun with me. Now you want to get to know me. But no one wants to clean up a diamond. No one wants to take time. No one wants to pick at that mountain and be like, man, I believe in this. I believe in this. It takes a lot to do that. It takes a lot to realize that. And that's P. You keeping it P with other people. You're believing in other people. That's why I always say be kind. You're not P if you're not kind. You know, someone walks past you, you accidentally bump into them. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Not, what's up, man? Gosh, why you gotta get so mad about everything? It's cool, man. It's all love. Too much hate in this world. Why not get a little love? Too much pittiness and complaining and everything. Why not uplift? Why not walk into a room? Man, I love your hair. That's cool. I like that. Those shoes, man, I was thinking about getting those. They nice? You can fix somebody, you can help somebody's day. With just a quick, I love your hair. Oh, I like that top. That's nice. You know, anything like that. See, nice car. Man, I like your car. Just anything. You know, and like I said, if somebody accidentally bumps into you, my bad, excuse me. Door, you know, let me help you with that real quick. It's not going out of your way. It's just showing that you're human. It's showing that you see people. It's showing that this is real life. It's showing that we're still humane. You don't got to walk around like your shit don't stink. Everybody's does. Because guess what? We're human. Nobody is above nobody. I don't care if you have $1 billion. You don't sit above me. And that's keeping it P. Being able to walk into a room and realizing we're on the same level. You may be at a different ranking, but man, we right here. We're going. It don't matter. Broke or not. Someone could be homeless on the floor this year, sleeping. Nowhere to go. Next year when they get an apartment, everyone kind of realizes, oh wait, now it's next year they got a house. Huh. When did they get this new Benz? They just bought a ranch. Oh, let me finally ask what's up with them. Man, how you been? You watched me for the last 3 years. Struggle. But also work my ass off. And behind closed doors, you talked about me. You sat there in my face and said, man, they couldn't make it. Man, da-da-da-da. And now you want to go, man, look at them. Oh, yeah, they're blowing up, blah, 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 blah. Man, that's crazy, huh? Yeah, I know him. I know her. I've been known them. I've known them since high school. That's not keeping it P. That's being a sheep. There's difference. There's a herder and there's a sheep. You can herd them. And you can herd everyone in the right direction. And it doesn't really take much. You know, think of like the stick that they use. Let's talk biblical. They always holding the stick. It's easy. Just rounds them up. Moves them away. You know, it's just pointing people in the right direction. That's like your team. Like, think of it like that. Like, you got this big flock. You're the big dog. And you got all these sheep that are just looking up to you and are like, man, we don't know what to do. You're the only hope. Whether you're in the hood or just out of the group. And they're like, man, we don't know what to do. Like, you know, you can be there and you can be like, nah, man. Do what everybody else does. Don't be the big dog. Don't take the risk. Don't set an example. Nothing. Or, you know, you can see all these people who look up to you, whether they're in your group or not. There's people who look up to you if you are getting out of bed every day. That's where it starts. Getting out of bed. Like I said, the 2 feet on the ground. Soon as they hit the floor, start running and don't let up. Don't. There's going to be people who follow you. It's like a wolf pack. One wolf starts running, the alpha starts running, they all running. Where are we going? Where are we going? What are we doing? Sheep. You start herding them this way, they're going to go that way. You set an example and you get up every single day. There's people in your same position and they probably wake up and they're like, man, so-and-so got up and got it. Man, let me go get this money. Man, let me go get this. So-and-so started here. Well, I'm going to get here too. Always lead the pack. And there's always going to be someone's going to come and try challenge the alpha. There's always going to be people, but it's very rare. If you set your place, it's very rare. Like I said, People can talk about me and I'll go to events, I'll be out. Nobody's gonna step. No one's gonna walk up to me and be like, hey, yo, I got a problem with what you do. Well, what's the problem with you? You cannot follow me. You cannot support me. You cannot talk to so-and-so. I have so many males who have to unfollow me because their girlfriends or their baby mothers or their wives, whatever, you know? I don't get hurt. I understand it. And in fact, I support it. If your wife or girlfriend or baby mama does not want you following me, do not. Respect that. Respect your woman. Respect her wishes. If she don't like me, you don't like me. That's folding. That's not keeping it P. Keeping it player. Oh, just because I don't do what my woman says. Da-da-da-da-da. I never listen to her. I'm gonna go do this, but the second that she talks to another male, Come on now. Pull your head out your ass. It don't work like that. Because at the end of the day, most of these women, especially today and age, they can find a lot better men than they're getting treated by. So let's be honest with ourselves here. Let's keep it P. And treat our women right. And also men, you know? Stop going after every money bag that you see, ladies. It don't matter. Just don't. Money is not everything. It's all up here. It's all in here. It's not what's on you. It's what's in you. I could have all this designer. I could put on, I could come on here, get freaking rollies and a freaking tennis bracelet, you know, whatever. Iced out chain, everything like that. And you could have a conversation with me and I cannot be the person that I am right now. True to my soul, honest with myself, and loyal. You know, you can come up to me and I'm a jackass. I'm some lazy girl who just wants to offer sex. Oh yeah, well, you know, you get sex at the end of your hard working day as long as you pay for everything. But, you know, they want to sit down and have a conversation. I don't want to talk about it. That's your problem. No. And I can have all these designers and another man could have bought it for me. I could be fake. I could actually be, you know, running up my credit card because I just want to flex. Everyone's got a gold chain. I want a gold chain. Everyone's got a tennis bracelet. I want a tennis bracelet. Even if it means that I'm down on my bottom dollar, I have no investments in my life, and I'm not doing anything for myself. Yeah, I got chains. Woo. No, it's not how it works. It's all about what's up here. I'll wait on the chains. I'll wait on the Jordans. I'll wait on everything. I will wear Walmart clothing for the rest of my life if I had to. If that meant that financially I'm stable, I'm content, but also that I'm true to myself. Who gives a shit? Who cares what I wear? Who cares how I look on a daily basis? And that's, like I said, it's not giving a fuck. It's just not caring enough, you know? I don't wear makeup as a woman. Not anymore. If you know me, that's what I'm saying. Watch me from 18 years old. Oh, gotta put on makeup when I go out. Now, I don't care. This is me. You got lashes. That's it. And sometimes you don't even get that. But it takes a lot to get there. Because today's society, she's prettier with makeup. She be this. Like, I just wish that she would. I just wish that she would. It ain't about natural beauty. You don't know how messed up my skin was. You don't know how terrified I was. I had pizza face. And I got talked about. Literally got known for my acne. Literally. It was so bad. So I covered my face. And one day, I had so many scars on my face and was so messed up. And so many people were just talking about me. But I knew what's going to make me happy. I knew as a human being what's going to make me happy and what's going to change for me. So I stopped wearing makeup. And it made me uncomfortable. I started taking photos without it. I started to promote myself without it. I started to meet people without it. I started to love myself without it because it's what I wanted to do. And that's with everything. I wanted to stop taking everyone's bullshit. So the second that I'm fed up, if I have to tell you twice, okay. If I have to tell you a third time, I'm gone. Always be true to that. A lot of people today put up with so much bullshit because they just can't be like, no, that's not what I want. Man's disrespecting you. Oh, but he does this for me. But at the end of the day, I can't go to him or talk to him about anything because he just manipulates me into thinking it's all my fault. Well, I told him that I didn't like him doing this, and he told me that I'm being dramatic and I should shut up. And I deserve that because he puts a roof over my head. And sometimes they don't even do that. Sometimes they just give you enough attention to where you're like, I'm satisfied. Doesn't even take you on dates, doesn't bring you flowers, doesn't push you to be a better person. If you've got a hustle and you have a partner and you're not pushing them, you don't have to do the hustle together. But if you're not pushing them, what are you in it for? If you don't believe in them. If on their bad days, they're sitting there and they want to give up everything. They want to lose it all. And you're sitting there like, whatever you want to do, babe. I don't know. Yeah, we could try that. No, babe, what do we do to figure it out? What do you need from me? What do you need me to push? What do I gotta say to you? You know? Do I need to get you coffee every morning? Do I need to go with you to do this? I need to invest in you? How much do you need? What do you need? That's how you know that it's, and that can be platonic. That can be male to male, female to female. I would help my best friend out in a heartbeat. Whatever she needed. If that means her and I got to start from the bottom up, we're starting from the bottom up. You best believe it. We'll go down to rock meat bottom. Rock meat bottom. And I've been there. And I've had to build my foundation multiple times. Your foundation's going to fold, but a real pea is always going to pick it back up. Here are the pieces. Come on. Got to build it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Got to do it one more time. Just because the foundations fold doesn't mean that, you know, it's just like a car. Chassis of a car. My car has 200,000 miles on it. Motor's been replenished, everything like that. I can fix it if I wanted to. Just refurbish it. You can fix a foundation. It's easy. In a house, termites built it. All right, we got to break it down. Just build it right back up. You just got to break everything down. Get new materials. And that's what happened. We become new people. You know, every 7 years, I think it is, all new, like everything in our body. We are fully cleaned out. I think that's how long it is. I may be wrong. But there's a certain period in our times that we're actually a new person. Our skin, everything is just replenished. I'm pretty sure it's every 7 years. We're a completely different person. So you're going to learn new things in every year, every day. Even if you had to break down your foundation and you're like, this is the foundation that I have, it can just, done. Like termites. People can come in and infest it. Come in and talk, you know. Your mind, even your demons. Everyone fights demons, and they're disguised in every single way. I'm pretty sure so many of us have danced with the devil. So many of us have stared down devil himself in the eyes. We didn't even know it. He was the first, he was the perfect angel. You think that he's not disguised as a beautiful woman, as money, as a sex appeal, as an occupation? You don't think that you haven't looked your God in the eyes before? But you gotta be true to yourself and realize those moments. And it could be a connection, a person. I've had random people come up and talk to me and tell me, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve to be here. You know, you deserve better. Don't even know me. That's not a coincidence. Somebody's talking, but only the peas will listen. You gotta have open ears. You gotta believe in stuff like that. Have faith. That is one thing. Always have faith. That's not just in a belief. That's in yourself. Every day, I'm telling you. It don't matter how hard it gets. Being a P has nothing to do with materials. Has nothing to do with how many hoes you have. Has nothing to do with... It has everything to do with your mind. It has everything to do with what's in you. And it has everything to do with being human and being honest with yourself and realizing your worth. Has everything to do with realizing your worth and getting up every day. If I get up every day and I sit on my couch, I still feel like I accomplished something, because I could not have gotten up today. I could have ended it all yesterday, you know? Things like this go through people's heads. People think about ending it all. People think about giving up on everything. But at the end of the day, you woke up and you still continued. That's amazing. Not a lot of people can do that. I know people who, on their, losing money on problems, don't even realize how much money I lost. A year ago, I got into my first car accident and I lost $2,200. My flip of a car. Accident was not caused by me. I got nothing out of it. It was the last of my savings. It was really all I had left. I had to rebuild my foundation alone because I left a toxic relationship. Again, got nothing out of it. Left with no car, left with nothing. There's a story I've told before, because this story built my foundation. 2 weeks. I had to figure it out. 2 weeks. I had to come up with a rent over a band, including my credit payment, including everything. I didn't give up. I didn't fold. I didn't change my morals. I didn't go and do things that I didn't want to do that went against my morals. I respected myself. I didn't let the game change me. I didn't let the weather, you know. Nothing. I'll weather the storm. I'll walk through rain, sleet, snow, sandstorm, everything. I'll keep my feet on this ground. Because at the end of the day, that's all I've got to do. That's all you got to do. Every day you keep your feet on the ground. And whatever you believe in, don't let up. Just hit the ground running. I don't care if you lose $1,000. I lost $2,200. And I rebuilt my foundation off of nothing. I had literally $40 in my bank account. Had over I'll say $1,500 to pay in 2 weeks. I could have sat in my house and cried. I could have drank myself to sleep. I could have ended it all right there. But you know what? I got up that next day, got in the shower, I got out, I got dressed, and my feet hit that ground, and I started running. Here I am a year later. Still running. Haven't let up. And it's seen. And I see that in other people. A P is always going to see a P. I know who's got the heart. I know who's got the will. I know who's got the power. And I know who's got the ambition. And I'm never going to let you let up on yourself. Everyone, you know exactly who I'm talking about. You feel it. You're a P. You know, if you're aspiring to do something and people aren't believing in you, man, that's not going to work. Man, you can make this much money. Yeah, whatever. Only blah, blah, blah could do that. Start running. Dig your heels in. Run your toes. You'll move a lot faster. Gravitate forward. Keep your head up, shoulders back. And don't stop. Rain, sleet, snow, thunderstorm, what the fuck ever. Don't let up. Keep believing in yourself. You want to lose weight? Lose it. You want to touch $1 million this year? Touch $1 million. You want to touch 100K. You want to touch 25K. You want to just make $1,000 off of whatever your business is. If you want to make $20, if you want to sell one item worth $50, up your goal. I don't want to hear nothing. I want to make $500. You want to start making $500 a day? You want to start making $10,000 a month? Yeah, I think you can make 12. Always aim higher. Always aim higher, because what's the problem? If you aim for the moon and you end up in the stars, what's the fault? But don't aim for the moon. Everyone's aiming there. Always shoot for the stars. Always shoot further. Don't be like everybody else. The moon's right there. You can grab that shit. But the stars, those are a little hot. Take some time to get there. Take some time to touch that type of beauty, that type of flourishment. But don't let up. Even if you end up on Pluto, even if you end up somewhere that you never thought you'd be, even if you're sitting at table with people, you know, and you're looking around and it's laughs and it's giggles, it's congratulations, it's champagnes, it's smiles, it's everything, it's love, it's ambition, and you're sitting there and you got to sit back and be like, whoa, I really made it here. You made it. Your feet hit that ground and you never stopped running. And you always stay true to yourself, and people saw that, you know. You don't get anywhere unless you're true to you, unless you really believe in what you believe in. So if there's something today that you're like, I don't know if I can start it. I'm so scared. No one's going to support me. No one's going to support me. Who cares? You didn't let up. Blah, blah, blah. Failed at this. Da-da-da-da. Okay. But did I give it my all? Did I put my work in? Did I get out of bed every single day? You see me at 6 a.m. post. I was up. You see me doing this. You saw all of these things going on. I didn't fold. I didn't let up. There's hustles that I've done and now I've had to give up on them. But did you see me fold? No. Did you see me change my morals? No. Did my prices go lower? No. If anything, they went up and they're going to go up. Because I know my value. Even if nobody else does right now, once you hit that certain point, once you hit that certain checkpoint, it's like running a mile, you know? You hit that first mile, you're feeling good. Hit that second mile, ooh, you know? Third mile, fifth mile. Say you're running a 5K, you hit that fifth mile. Something you never thought you could do. Oh, I could run 3, but I hit 5? Whoo, I got a little, you get a little something in you. Always listen to that. It's important. You're important to be true to yourself. So, if you want to keep it player, just be honest. Take responsibility. Own up to things. Always uplift. always see the good in people. Even if you gotta hurt some people, even if they don't see the good in themselves, but especially if you gotta hurt some good people because they're just not on the same level as you. That's okay. You hurt good and you hurt bad people. Oh, but they're a good person. They've done this to me. It's okay. It happens. We gotta let go sometimes. So let it go. Everything that you have, let it go. Start anew and hit the ground running. It is 2022. We are actually in the middle of February, damn near March. So if you took a 90-day free trial, it's up. So you need to get it going. But with that being said, I just hope that everyone realizes their worth and realizes that you're a good person at heart and you got a lot of ambition and this is a long life we gotta live. So never let up and never stop believing in yourself and don't stop believing in people and always find the good and positive in something, even if it's hard. Sometimes the prettiest diamonds are the smallest and they're pretty hard to see, but they are sure beautiful once you get up close. If you guys haven't already, follow me on Instagram at YoGirlKey. I also have a Twitter. I'm pretty sure it's BLK with 2 Ks, BLK Widow with 2 Ks and 2 Ws at the end. But I will see you guys back on the next episode of